Hey, Jorey here. So I wanted to touch on a myth real quick. I've heard people say that they didn't want to talk to somebody who they thought were suicidal because, one, they didn't want to offend them, or two, they were afraid that if they talked to them about suicide, that it somehow would make them more willing and more ready to commit suicide. I just wanted to put that out there that that's not true. The more we talk about it, the less likely it is actually to happen. And the reason for that is because in our mind, when we have these emotional ideas, and committing suicide is an emotional idea, back in the recesses of our mind, it can sound like a great idea. It can sound like something that's necessary or a good idea. But when we talk about it, we hear it and it goes to our prefrontal cortex. That's the logic side of our brain. And our brain interprets that and understands the magnitude of what that means. And it actually makes us less likely to go through with that. So don't think that talking about suicide with your friends is going to actually push them to it. Now, the part about offending them, I'm of the opinion that I'd rather have a friend offended or mad at me than no longer here with me. So there are discreet ways to bring it up. There are kind ways to bring it up. But in the end, just bring it up. Just talk about it. Talk about them generally. Are you okay? Are things going all right? What can I do to help? If you talk about your struggles, if you talk about struggles of others, people find companionship in that, and they find support, and they feel like they're not so alone, which is part of the illness of depression and anxiety. So that's all I had for right now. That is a myth. Please continue to talk about it. Let's continue to talk about this with friends, with colleagues, with those who need it the most. So if you need help, I would love to be one of the people who helps you. If not, please reach out to someone who is a trusted friend, relative, loved one, whoever. So anyway, Jorey, and please reach out if you need help. Thanks.